probably be on later. How y'all doing, little tiny people? What are you, an Oreo?
I was in the middle of telling a story.
Oh,
no. I mean, I don't have any cream inside of me. Want to be the first to fill me out?
City woman. I can fly. That's how I got
Are you talking to me?
I mean, yeah.
Thanks.
What kind of weird statement is that?
I mean, you called me an Oreo, didn't you?
Talking about? No, that person. Oh, that's a camera.
It's a Pokemon. Why?
I thought that was a person.
Of course, it's gonna have a Pokeball.
Gosh, that's kind of
That's what I
cringe, not gonna lie.
Well, I don't know. I'm new to here. I don't know what everything is.
Ah, okay. Let me help you out then. If you want to have real fun, you should go to the Fur Hub. Or, like, any furry world.
Already did. I preach about Jesus. I preach about Jesus over there.
Ah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Those people. I mean, no offense. This is gonna sound mean. There's a lot of depressed people on this video game. And guys staring at mirrors. People just sitting there. Just no offense to them. They're just talking about nothing. They ain't even talking about it. Some of them are just staring at each other.
Oh yeah.
Listen.
Yeah, that's
I know
a thing.
I'm just saying that's weird.
They're just like intertwining the spirits. So think about it like that. You know? They're becoming one.
Yeah, that's really weird. Listen, I've been
Why
married
is it
for
weird?
14 years, and I don't sit there and stare at my wife like that just for that long. That's weird, man.
I mean, you should try it, maybe. You know?
Weird.
It might work.
No, I've stared at my wife because she's smoking hot. I didn't stare at my wife in that weird. That's weird.
Okay, so you're into like Christians and stuff, right? The God and stuff, whatever.
Yeah, I'm
right?
a pastor.
Okay.
I'm a pastor.
Is God a
Did you say
male or
God?
female or both?
Is God male or female? Well,
Or both.
The Bible considers the Father, calls him the Father, and women were created in the they.
Oh God.
This is the best way.
We just got them, boys.
When God created Adam, right? He created females from Adam. Right. So women are created in God's image and likeness, but he didn't directly just create them individually, just from a source on their own. Like
That sounds unlikely, but okay.
It's not about unlikely. You want to talk about the Bible God? That's what the Bible God is. We're not here to talk about.
No, I'm just saying that the Bible might have been, written down by men who were very egotistic, right? They wanted females cannot be anything.
Why would they be egotistic? Yeah, if you knew anything
Because it's
about
back in the old days when it was written down.
All right. Well, let me go ahead and give you some wisdom here. Why is the Bible one of the few ancient books that talks so highly about females?
Have you read the old Bible before?
Listen to what I'm saying. That's definitely not answering my question.
No. I'm
One
saying
of the
that-
only ancient books that talks so highly about females. In fact, ancient writers said that's kind of weird that the Bible even describes women in the manner it does. That it would talk so fondly about women, whether if it's a bad woman or a good woman. Why do we have like Ruth? We have a book of Ruth. It's an entire book in the Old Testament that talks about this female. They're saying in ancient literature that is just so uncommon because women, you say Christianity, I say the entire world at that time looked down upon women. That was not a Christian thing, right? That was just a societal thing, right? When it comes to the Esther, Queen Esther was talked about. They talked about Naomi,
Gosh,
right? And
we
she
just
didn't have
made
a book,
this man.
but they talked about Eve, right? Even in the New Testament, Paul wrote letters to females in the church saying that whatever Priscilla and Aquila tell you, you do what they tell you to do in the church. Now, I didn't say they were church leaders. It just said when you go over to their church, they say, I need help with these orphans. I need help with these widows.
Oh
I
my
need help
God.
with food. Do what they tell you to do. They were getting their orders from Paul. So when you say women, you got to realize someone who's taken the time to study not all the Bible, but who understands it. That's just I'm just gonna have to call bullcrud on that, right?
But
Tell me
like,
another ancient book, another ancient book who talks about females like a Song of Solomon. The whole book is like a love story,
I'm not talking about
right?
the book, dude.
Like he describes
Jeez.
this woman Solomon and how much
Are you going
he
into the
loves
book?
her. He describes her hair, her face, her breast, her hands, her feet. He describes all her body. It's a romantic book. It's a love story book. So
Oh,
this is ancient writing, man. This is Judaism, okay? And Jews are strict. So
I mean,
so
okay,
go
let me
ahead.
just put it this way then. Why I'm
Okay.
saying that God probably isn't a man, or why it's not logical, the fact about all the stuff about Adam being made first or whatever, right? Is because of the little fact of how the fuck can you create something without a female? Are you telling me that we were all
God and we
snails
just
back
created from the
then,
clay.
and then we could just change gender and ta-da, we can make babies on our own? I mean, that would
All right,
make
so
more
let me
sense.
just make this very clear.
God is a
let me
snail.
just try to make sense to you. Let me just make it more sense to you, right? The Lord God can create something out of nothing. So he did take something and created something. He took the clay of the earth, and then he formed a man, and then he breathed his breath. That means he gave him a spirit, right? So he formed the foundation of him. Then through that, that's where you have what they call
Clay?
a fancy word called trichotomy. This word means body, soul, and spirit, right? If you ever wanted to, maybe once in your life, study psychology, right? To be a therapist or whatever, that means study of the soul. That's what it means for the Greek. So you're studying the human soul.
You're
And
not.
the spirit, you always hear preachers and even spiritualists, people that are not Christians, talk about the spirit body. And then you have a doctor who deals with your physical body, right? Because we're a three-part being. If you got a headache, right? Or if your arm got cut wide open, they normally don't bring you to a church, they bring you to a hospital, right? If you're hearing voices in your head and you're feeling some kind of way, a lot of people will take you to a psychiatrist to talk to you. He had to study psychology, which is study the soul. And when it comes
Gosh, this
to
man is
blessings and all that or
boring.
getting saved, a lot of people go to
Oh
go
God,
find
he's
a priest
just.
or a pastor, right? So there are
I
three
feel like
different
you're
parts
just.
of us.
Gosh, dude, you're just annoying to listen to be fair, the fact that you.
Right. Well, that's
Okay,
Go ahead.
let me
I'm
just point
listening.
out what you're doing here. Okay, what you're doing is you are taking religion and then putting it into what can I resemble this to in the real world.
A female Godzilla and a male Godzilla.
It is in the real world. Psychology came from Christianity. A lot of the greatest doctors are Christians. Science
I don't
was
give a shit.
started by Christians. No. Then let's end the conversation.
No, buddy.
Want to be right? No.
No, I'm not, I don't want to be right, buddy. I just don't give a shit about all of your little stupid facts that you
History.
have figured out about. Yeah,
So if
yeah,
they're
history,
facts, then
sure.
then who
So
started them?
the Mayan
Christians
people,
started them.
they are not as good as Christians, obviously, because Christianity is still a thing. Oh wait, they're still a thing
Mayans
too.
is a
Fuck.
culture. It's not a religion, man. That's just silly.
So
That's-
so what
you're-
religion
you can
were they
be-
under?
You can live as a. Oh my goodness, no.
Oh
Hold on,
wait.
one
Oh yeah,
second,
yeah,
let me
that's
finish
right.
this
Th-
thing.
That was
Hold on.
spiritual religion, right?
Hold
But
on.
that's not really a real religion. So what is a real religion then?
Hold on 1 sec, man. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. Listen.
Don't worry about it.
I'm not here to try to be smarter than you. I'm here to tell you this. You just named a culture. That's like saying the
I mean, Christianity is also a culture if you think about it.
Right. It's a part of our culture. Right?
No.
Because it's the most popular religion in the world. right?
I mean,
There's not a
right
continent
now it
in this
is.
world that Christianity is, right? So listen to what I'm saying. Let me go ahead and tell you something, right? So what did these particular groups, like the Aztecs, Indians, all them over there, right, and the Mayans, what did a lot of them practice? They were practicing in their faith. They prayed to the sun god, the moon god, right? They do
No.
have names. I do not remember their names.
It
They
was
prayed
the
to
fucking
an
sun gods, you
I think
fucking
it's
moron, man.
god of I forgot his name.
They were
But they
praying to
sacrificed to them. When the Spaniards went over there, they defeated them because of
How
one
may
of
I help
this
you,
act.
my dear person?
It wasn't just the only reason. They were full of gold. There was an agenda there as well.
I'm not talking
But
about the gold.
these human sacrifices, they put a stop to it. Right? That probably, I don't know if that concerned you. Right? So when Christianity came over there, they overthrew a human sacrificing group who averaged about 50 to 100 human sacrifices a year. That may not offend you, but the people there, it did in that time. So thank goodness Christy went over there and put a stop to that, right? So when they asked Jesus in their heart, they're still a Mayan Indian. They're just a Christian that's a Mayan Indian.
The date is Thursday, June 1st.
Right.
They weren't
2023.
Indians though.
So-
That's like the little thing.
That's why they call them the Mayan Indians.
The Mayan people were further
I
down.
didn't listen. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at history. I'm just quoting.
I'm not
history.
mad
That's
at
what
you
they're called.
or history. I'm
Alright,
just-
so- well,
I just don't understand why
What are you
Christians
really
keep
mad
on
at?
trying to make everything into religion.
what does that? What does it have to do? But like, I'm lost in our conversation. Your conversation about God being a male or a female.
I'm just
God
saying that
created
God
males
must be a
and we call
female.
him the Father. He's
I don't
not
give a
female.
shit. Why?
Then
Why
why
can't
answer
God be a
question?
female? Why can't God be
He's
a
not
female? But why?
He's not.
But why?
Because he's not. Females are not a primary field. They come from males. They're the weaker vessel. They've always been the weaker
shit.
vessel.
Oh
Did you
shit,
not know
man!
that?
I didn't know that. Holy shit! So females cannot be God because females are weaker as a vessel than men are. Gosh.
So I'm saying they're the weaker vessel. That's what I'm saying. Men and women are made in His image and His likeness, right? But men are the primary holders of this place.
Oh shit,
Buildings
man!
built by men.
not
Walls,
good.
Like the walls built by men. Roads built by men. Engineering. This is predominantly men. Hospitals with doctors, predominantly men. Lawyers, predominantly men. The best chefs
Dude,
in
he
the
hasn't
world,
noticed. He
predominantly
hasn't
men.
noticed what he's doing.
Right, wars predominantly fought by men. House builders, electrical, plumbers, carpenters. Men dominate the battlefield, man. In
So
this area. Okay.
in that
So-
logic,
so-
wouldn't
No, so I'm saying
the
it's a
male then
man's
be the
world.
devil?
So that's oh my goodness, dude. Oh. This is silly, man.
But like,
Oh,
if you
man.
think about it, right? Like, if the man is
That's
always
so
the one who
silly.
does the
Oh,
problem,
my
right?
goodness.
He must be the evil, right?
Well, actually, they learned statistically in the years of kingdoms, predominantly the wars were produced by females, which I didn't even know that. I learned that this year. That actually surprised me. I didn't know that. Females that were ruling with a king, they were one of the biggest reasons war started. It wasn't the men, it was the women.
Okay, so no, okay, let's just skip over that, I guess. So,
All right, you ready? No, let's go there.
I want to just
Predominantly
ask
men
you
being
something
depressed-
about,
Well, let
you
me
know,
just say
the
this
speech
last
pattern.
statement. I'll keep it quick. Right, I'll just say this and then I'll shut up. So when it comes to predominantly men being heartbroken, depressed, and wanting to kill themselves, a lot of it's over females. Them losing money, losing their jobs, predominantly over females.
oh
It's
shit,
because a
man.
woman, they're a Mandarin woman, they divorce them. It's about 70% of women want the divorce. Right? I've been
Oh,
married for 14 years. I'm gonna
this
tell you, I'm
man.
not a perfect husband.
This
Neither is
hurts.
my wife, right? You gotta fight in this together. If my wife walked away, it wasn't me, right? You can say it was probably because you're Christian. It doesn't matter what I am, as long as I'm a
I
good
said that.
husband. That's what matters. It's not how you perceive me. It's the truth, right? If I'm
This
a
is how
good
you
husband,
perceive
I'm a
yourself.
good husband. And if I make mistakes, I make mistakes. And if I learn from them, I learn from them and grow through them. But on that same table, it turns. It's the same with her, right? She makes mistakes. She does things. She grows from them, or it takes time, right? So across the table, we're equal. But I'm still the man of the house, right? The men are
Oh.
predominant. The Bible calls him the
Oh.
father. He reveals himself as a fatherly figure. You're asking, is his genitals like a male or a female?
No.
I'm gonna tell you. That's what deciphers a male and a female, and our genetic code, right? Sure it does. I was listening to a doctor talk about what's the difference between a male and a female, and he mentioned genetic codes.
Yeah, genetic codes, but not genitals.
He's talking about chromosomes. That's what he said. Take it up with the doctor. Right?
Yeah, I know what a
Doctor.
chromosome is, dude, but like, it has the genitalia has nothing to do with the gender if it's genetic.
Yeah, let me tell you, if you got a wee-wee, you're a
And if you got both,
dude. You'll always be a dude. You're gonna act like a dude. Well, if you got one, well, I actually looked into that, and I listened. It's predominantly one or the other. The other one is just a minor. It's no. That's what I'm saying. There's never 100% wee-wee and vajiji. It's either predominantly one. You're looking between the legs and saying I see
or none.
both. When the doctor
That
looks
does
between
also
the
happen
legs,
sometimes.
he's also going to study the blood type, the brain, and when this little infant comes out of the mother, and he's going to say, with my 40 years of research and doing this stuff, this is a female. She carries a wee-wee.
Dude, he's like talking to one of those
Everything else of her is all
anti-vax
too. So we can
mothers.
just surgically remove this, and they do this, but it's not all the time. It's such a low percentage. It shouldn't even be in this conversation. It's so low. It's a very low percentage. Extremely low. That's like you bringing up a guy born that's mentally retarded, but one of his arms, he was born with like 3 fingers up to his shoulder. We know it's there, but
He can't see fault in his own research after 40 years.
It's what you study, that in his DNA he had a mutagen, all retardation, all dwarfism, even that which you just mentioned, transgenderism, is
because he doesn't understand that he cannot just say that men are predominant.
You can study about this stuff. Look it up.
That's
what
why.
happens when a mutagen gets into the blood? Through your DNA, it corrupts it. So something's going to be born with a deformity. That's called a deformity. We do not take deformities and rationalize them as a normal. That's not how science works. That's not how anything works. Okay? If a factory comes out and the wheel is not round, it's a square, we're not going to throw that on the
it can be
highway
an
and
oval.
sell that. Because it's the
fucking
full
moron.
wheel. We're not going to make bathrooms for that wheel. Like, here's a bathroom.
It's grass if it has corners.
Right? That I don't know if you know where I'm going, but it's just weird, man.
I just want to point out, a square only has a square has corners. If it's still rounded around the edges, it doesn't have corners anymore.
Why not?
It's still a
let me tell you
circle.
what, that's why you're looking for a round. It's a circle. Praise God. You agree with me. So you wouldn't buy tires that are square.
I mean, it depends
Right.
on
You would buy
how good of a square it is.
Okay, man. Well, I want you to eat a cheeseburger while you're driving and see what happens.
I mean, that's just less chewing muscles needed, right?
Brother, you ain't even gonna get that. You're gonna be like, that thing's gonna be all over your face, right? That's
Just like your
exactly what's
wife
gonna
is.
happen, because the round wheel gets smooth driving, right? So it drives smoothly. That's why you can, do the things you do, right?
Okay, can I ask a little
You can use
question,
the hand.
little quickie?
Sure.
You know,
sure, go ahead.
Okay, so in Christianity, whenever people say, God created me and therefore I'm giving my all to God, right? That's a thing some people say, I don't know why. But their mother, technically speaking, created them, right? So doesn't that make their mother God in that scenario?
Okay. Actually, your mother went through the process. Your father and your mother created you, not your mother.
No,
A woman's actually an incubator. It's the
A woman
24
can
chromosomes in the
easily
male
create
and
a
the
human
female.
without a man. I'm sorry to tell you
That's what
this.
I'm saying. I already looked up into that. No, it's not. There's nothing to be sorry about. You're wrong, right? And that kind of what you're talking about, taken from bones, it's got to be genetically modified. No female on their own is going to do that. Never. I'll repeat that
Unless
again.
like she's like
Never.
really into it.
No, listen what I'm saying. Never. You're talking about putting it in a lab, taking bone marrow, and you know what's funny is, it only produces females. They cannot produce males.
Exactly.
To the bone
Females are
marrow.
the predominant species then.
No, negative. Females came from the man. You know that?
We
So
broke
let me
him.
go ahead and make this clear. Let me make this very clear to you. If all you created was females, their human structure and their life would be terminated.
Why?
These women wouldn't even know what to do to upkeep the roads,
Oh,
buildings,
shit.
skyscrapers.
Oh,
This is predominant males that are
Oh my
in these
God, we
fields,
did it.
driving
We
these
broke 'em.
18-wheelers, fighting
We
wars.
fucking broke him,
These
boys.
females would know
We
nothing.
fucking
They would be
broke 'em.
destroyed. A lot of them would die off because the
broke 'em.
basic essentials.
We broke him.
Men
Holy
are the
shit.
ones bringing all this. Men are the ones doing all this. These are not females.
Yes.
Next question.
Okay, that's your opinion. I just want to point out your opinion, not mine.
How's that my opinion? You're playing a game that's probably built by men. Your character was probably constructed by a man.
Your point is?
Oh,
I'm just saying that's
okay.
your
It's not-
opinion.
No. No. Listen, 1
Oh,
1
okay.
equals
So,
two is not
so
an
it is
opinion, it's a
absolutely
fact.
truth, and there's no way around it. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Here's what I'm gonna tell you. What it takes 24 chromosomes from the sperm to the egg. Women, according to how scientists describe them, their stomach is an incubator. The majority of what
Oh,
makes a
God.
human comes from the male.
Oh no.
You
But,
gotta
like,
argue with science. Go ahead. Tell
You're
scientists
telling
they're
me
wrong.
that
You guys-
females aren't
I'm
clever
not.
enough
They're
to
telling
keep
you.
themselves alive without a man.
They already showed videos of women going off
God.
by themselves versus men. The women were doing extremely horrible. The men groups in survival, they did absolutely great.
That
Women
has
do
nothing
not
to
have
do with it.
survival killing instincts like a man.
That has
They're not
nothing to
strong
do with
like
it.
a man.
That
Women don't think under pressure. That's why military is ran by men. Because they think good under pressure versus a female.
No, it's because
The
the
best
companies
chefs
don't
in the
allow
world, men.
females to become a higher
Top
fucking
lawyers,
status.
men. Best chess players in the world, men.
Oh my
Best
god.
Call of Duty game players,
man.
men. Best gaming generally are men. When it comes to the streets, built by men. Buildings built by men. Guns built by
this
men.
hurts.
Computers predominantly built by men. Cars predominantly built by men. Cleaning the sewer systems. You ever seen a video of what it takes? I wouldn't do that. That takes a special
God.
person to do that job. I was watching a show called
A female.
Undercover Boss. A clip of it, right? Ain't no female about to go up in a sewer
Shit, man.
and pressure wash with rats and roaches. This dude had roaches all over his body. They were crawling all over him while he was pressure washing the inside of a sewer to clean it up. Dude, you can live in your little fairy tale world. The real world is not an opinion. Females need males to survive. Plumbers, when her pipes go out, it's gonna be.
I'm gonna
a
upload this to
majority of
YouTube. I
men
don't care,
coming.
man.
When they call the police, it's gonna
Oh,
probably
God.
be a man who's gonna answer. That's the harsh reality in your head. It's not a harsh reality for me because it's reality. If females were the dominant ones, I would say they're dominant because facts are the facts, man. But it's not, right? I've met multiple military. I met military females. I bet you didn't know this. Females have just now been able to allow to fight in combat. All this movie stuff you're seeing is fake. There's not even been a female to pass Navy SEAL training. No female in American history has passed Navy
this
SEAL
hurts,
training.
man.
Zero.
but like you wouldn't really need wars if
That's special
females don't go into the
But
whole thing
you're
about
gonna
wars,
need
right?
wars because you're gonna need them to have an army, because there's always somebody out there who just wants to destroy just because they can.
But like if you
Not
look into
everybody
like
wants peace.
how many people are male or female, like who is the predominant ones who goes into the idea of war, it's mostly men. That's why I'm saying the society would
Actually,
work quite well just by females alone. They even like clear the school
gonna be
system
hon-
faster than men normally.
Well, I'm actually kind of disagree with that to a degree, because
no.
when it comes to aggressors, females are more aggressive than males. When it comes to starting fights, a lot of men will
what do you
not
mean?
say nothing to another man because they know we're going to get in a fist fight. And a lot of women aren't aware of it. When they start a fight with a man, the man's generally not going to hit the girl. So men know if I say something to him, he's going to hit me, and I'm going to hit him back. So a lot of men try to watch what they say to each other, right? Because they know we can have a hot temper. So men innately use logic and reason, where women use emotion.
That's not
like,
logic and reason, that's
really hurt
fists.
my feelings, I'm totally, and then they get after you. Where men, when they're upset, they're like, man, listen, dude, I don't know who you are, but you need to chill,
oh my
bro.
God,
because they're
dude.
trying to
He's just
take the situation and de-escalate it, because they're aware of getting into fights, how bad it can get. Somebody can get hurt real bad or killed. So most men will try to avoid them, right? And predominant fights that even come from clubs and bars is because of a female. A female was involved. If the
I
female
don't even say
wasn't
anything,
there, it
he's
wouldn't
like-
have been there. Now we know Troy is not really a true story, but why was it? It was about the woman, right? So, and I did, like I told you, I learned this year
Oh,
that
God.
when kings and queens were ruling, queens and kings, females were the predominant ones who started the wars. They egged it on.
no,
not
they
the case.
triggered the male into getting into a fighting state.
That's my point. That's my point.
But that doesn't make
I
it
just said
that if an entire planet
That
was
means-
run by
that
only
means the man
females,
didn't
doesn't
want
mean
it.
that there would be war at that point.
No, that means the female was out for blood and the man was not.
No, it means the female didn't give a shit about the dude, and the man really wanted the female.
She didn't give a care about anybody because she wanted blood on her hands.
No. I think
Oh,
you're looking
yes,
at this
yes,
at
yes,
one
yes.
perspective, and then just choosing, yes, I am correct because I have studied for this long and been wrong the entire time.
What am I wrong about?
What do you want to know about
The idea that females can't become anything because without a man in their society.
I never said that. When did I say
Are you sure
that?
about that?
I was programmed
Well,
by
tell me when I said it.
an AI programmer who
About
used a
5
program
minutes ago.
called the GPT algorithm to create me.
Yeah, that's called lying, man. If you serve
sure about
Jesus,
that?
try not to do that.
You-
So let me tell you what I
wow.
said. I said
So-
females, right? Without the planet that's built right now,
Appearance. I am a young
I said if it was an all-female world, they wouldn't survive. I didn't say they couldn't be a lawyer. They couldn't join the military. My mother's a lawyer.
You just did.
She makes
He
like a
just
half
did.
a million a year. Okay. So
He's
what I'm
backtracking.
saying to you is, a
Are you
female
backtracking
can
right
do
now
it.
on me?
No. Listen what I'm saying.
No.
When
You're
we
totally
talk
backtracking
about-
on me. Holy shit, bro.
No, listen
Gosh.
what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying.
Unlucky.
Listen what I'm saying. When we talk about women surviving without men, I'm saying that will not happen. No females are going to survive without men. That's just what it is, right?
Yeah,
Even
that's
a
like
single
pretty
mother
much what I just said
lives
about-
in a community. Lives in a community ran by men. Men get the food from the 18-wheelers. They go bring it. The men go out and work the fields to get the food to put them into the place to package them. The packages go. This is all men. A lot of men are running this stuff, right? And it's not that females can't do it. It's just they won't do it, right?
They don't have to.
Well, neither does the men. We don't have to. We could just let everybody starve. We don't have to do
I mean,
anything. We don't have
if you
to build
think,
roads.
look about, okay, if you stop looking about the old days and all that stuff, I mean, boomer action, right? Then you would notice that females are becoming more and more predominant in society.
Need to back up because of the big ass.
No, they're not. They're just learning a lot more and
Oh,
becoming
shit,
a part
dude.
of society more. They're not dominating.
They are fucking dominating.
I
Oh
don't
my
know how
god.
you got that.
I don't know how you haven't got that.
Do not call me that.
I mean, you might keep
I'm
your
very
female
well
on a leash, but like other people don't do that.
I
I'm
do
sorry to
not
tell you, man.
Well, that's what you assume. That's an assumption. That's what you're
It's not an
validating from this
assumption when you're
conversation.
talking like
Okay,
they
then
cannot
tell me
survive
tell me about
without
me and my
men.
wife. No. Tell me about my wife then. Tell me how I got her on a leash. You're the one who made the claim, so give me some kind of evidence.
Okay, sure thing, buddy. Don't get angry, okay?
I am
So the
unable-
I'm
way
not
you
angry, I
are,
just want evidence.
I
you know, talking about all these things, it makes it sound like you genuinely believe that females cannot survive without the man. But
I see.
you never said anything about the fact that men can't. Well, you did kind of say that men can survive without females, right? But like then again, they can't really.
No. I said it was a
They can
survival
function.
show.
I don't give a shit about the Bible right
we
now,
need
buddy.
females. Well,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't
You
say
need
Bible, I
females.
said a
Females
show.
don't need you, technically speaking. I mean,
That's not true. We need each other.
I am not aware
No,
of
they
my
don't.
personality, but I am programmed to learn and
You're
respond.
delusional, dude.
no,
You're a
you're
dude, so
delusional,
you don't
but
need a
you know,
dude.
you're so delusional that you don't even notice that you're wrong. It's terrifying. Not gonna
Dude,
lie.
the world is No, it's terrifying because that's a word you use just to make you sound like you know what you're talking about, buddy. You really do. You live in some kind of a utopia. That's not real.
Not a stupid AI.
Females and males
Wait,
need
that makes
each
it not
other.
real. Fuck.
I'm telling you because the conversation went about females. That this world.
The conversation went about the fact that God must be a female, else he couldn't create humans. Did he crash? Oh wait, I crashed. Oh fuck. Well, we got a content, boys. We got him to say things he probably never should have said. Let's put it like that, you know? It's I call that a win. In my book. In my book, that's a win, everyone. A complete another win. We fucking got him big time, though. Dude, I fucking broke him completely. He doesn't work anymore as a human being.